Hey guys, it's Rainy, and I just wanted to really quick hop on here and say thank you all for the love and support. I'll do a updated video on everything that happened legally and with court, just everything like that. And I'm going to do, but before I put that long, detailed video up, I've got just a really fun, awesome video about something that really helped me during physical therapy and exposure therapy with my PTSD, and then a lot of the trauma from the concussions. And I'm sorry I look rough today. I just got done working out and yeah, it was just a mess, so ignore my face. But long story short, he got a 10-year restraining order, and the judge specifically wrote in that he's still a danger to commit homicide 1, 2, and 3, intentional homicide 1, 2, 3, and manslaughter. He is still a risk for that and was a risk for that. They immediately saw that. She just looked at the police report, looked at everything. She didn't even want to look at a picture because there's the pending charges. So she didn't want to, they can't really look through everything when there are pending charges still. And my ex was just him about stuff. He was just mean, and I broke down, which I normally don't do, but I broke down and cried because I had to talk in detail about the sexual assault, and he just wasn't himself when it happened. He was just in such a bad spot, so I was just shooken up talking about it and reliving it. And he was just heartless. He didn't even really defend anything that was said. Just a few times tried to make up just absurd lies. And she just kept saying that's not relevant and cutting him off because it was nothing. It was just made up, like, oh, well, yeah, she came home all the time with bruises, but it wasn't from me. Like, this one person was mean to her, like, back when I was 15 years old, so it's him doing it. Like, it was crazy. Like, I thought he would at least admit, because in a counseling session, which I had the notes of, he admitted to physically hitting me, and we were working through stuff. And he admitted that in a AA meeting as well, which they can't really attest to that because it's anonymous, but still, he on record talked to a counselor about it and admitted he was changing. I thought he'd at least say, like, I've changed since then, and lie, like, because he knew that was in writing and on there, but no, he just lied about everything. And he didn't even try to defend it. He didn't try to say, well, no, I didn't do this and that. And then when my grandma came up and she attested to having to defend me and him having to be pulled off of me while I was holding our newborn, and she was pulling him off of me and my grandfather, and he just didn't react, didn't care, and then had nothing to say. And he even started talking to one of the other respondents who was waiting for his turn, and just, like, talking at me when they told him for 10 years until 2030 he can't have a gun, he can't contact me, that he's a danger to murder me, because he really did try to kill me, and I beyond belief proved that immediately. It was just ridiculous. And so even his mother was like, Christian, shut up. So it just bothered me. And his mom is one of the people that she warned me about how he was, and she also knew, I had told her multiple times, like, he's really, like, that he was being physically abusive and that he was lying to me, and she knew how her son was. And it's just like, if I ever have a son and he does something like that, or a daughter who does something like that, I could never defend them or be there. Even if that's what a good parent does, no, not, she knows that he's hurt his niece and he hurt his ex, and she knows what he's like, and it's like, nobody, man or woman, should defend anybody, man or woman, doing something like that. So she didn't stand up for him. She said she had nothing to, like, testify for or be a witness to, because she wasn't going to defend him that way, which was good, because she had nothing to, the only thing she did is warn me about how he was, and I had the messages there. So I kind of hope they called her up, because I would have loved to, but she had nothing to say to defend Christian, so she shouldn't have. She probably was good that she didn't go up, but she had sent me messages saying that she pitied me, and that he cares about himself, and that he needs to grow up and have better morals, essentially better ethics. But she just it was just a big mess. So I was hoping if she went up that I would at least get to be like, this is from your account, these are obviously our messages. I can pull up and hand the court commissioner our phones and they can see them. Like, I told you that he caused a miscarriage. I told you everything he did. Like, not everything, but I told her multiple times, like, some of the horrible details about in front of me doing things. His best friend warned me. Like, it just was so humiliating that he didn't even care. He just tried to say a few mean things about me. The judge wasn't having it, the court commissioner was not having it, and then he just said, I don't know, well, that's not relevant. It's just, you know, he had nothing else to say. He didn't say one thing about, oh, well, you know, yeah, I did hit her, but we went to counseling, and he didn't even, nothing. Like, he didn't even try to defend it. And it just, I think I'll be okay from here on out once the charges aren't pending and there actually is, you know, a court date and the hearing goes forward, trial, whatever it may be, whether it's jury trial or however they move forward. He takes a deal, which would be smart and easiest, but probably won't be that. It just, I think I'll be better going forward with that, but just hearing how heartless and how, just seeing how he stared, just seeing how mean he was, seeing that, I could just see that he still wanted to kill me. And I think if people don't keep a really good eye on him, or if he's not put away for a long time, or at least very closely monitored, I think he still is absolutely going to kill me, because he really tried to. And I went to a physical therapist for the untreated concussions, because they were telling me they can see it's clear damage from getting concussion after concussion over a couple of years span, and none of them got to heal, because he would cause another, not minor, but pretty severe concussion again before the one had a chance to heal, and that would happen repetitively quite a few times, you know, over the last few years. So I'm doing physical therapy now with a specialist for that, and then seeing a neurologist for it as well. And it's severe damage I still have. I mean, I've got like twice a week for 12 weeks right now, I believe, is what it's, but we have the appointments booked out for, and she said, well, after that, have to book more, because it's severe damage. Like, I'm still every day in pain because of this and hurting, and I just don't want him to be able to hurt anybody, any other women or children, or a man, anybody. I just want to be a voice and be brave for once. And I know he right away, there's no contact, no third-party contact, nothing. You cannot do anything towards me at all. And he right away had one of his friends send me a really awful, like a nasty snap. And so I immediately drove to the police department. They have a copy of it, sat down, talked to him, reported it, because I'm not going to play around with someone who is legitimately, who did try to kill me and is capable of killing somebody, and is now upset because people saw it. So I don't even know, but I really hope that things keep going forward the way they are, and that I just, at least somehow, I'm safe. So I love you guys. Thank you for the support. I'm sorry this is so serious, and please, even if you're there to defend him, you reaching out to me for him and for him, or saying mean things, if you know you're on his side, it's just gonna get him in trouble, not me. And it doesn't, he's done so much terrible crap to me that it's not gonna hurt me. It's any more than anything he's done. It's just, I just want to be safe. I want everyone else to be safe, and I want to be just alone. So thank you to the people who have been kind and loving and supportive and there for me. I love you guys. I'm sorry I look like such a wreck from my hair being all windblown from running and stuff, but I apologize. Next time it'll be a happy video with positive messages. So I love you guys, and seriously, thank you. Thank you for being here and being my confidence when I don't have much. Love you guys.